Rescue 1, show us en route to your facility with a trauma red. I repeat, a trauma. Rescue 1, show us en route to your facility with a trauma red. I repeat, a trauma red. We have a 21-year-old male involved in an altercation at a nightclub. Bystander says there may have been weapons involved. Patient has multiple contusions and abrasions to the face at this time. He is intubated, draws painful stimuli. We have him on DCS 6 at this time. Vitals are as follows. We have a current blood pressure of 98/58, heart rate of 121. We have a current temperature of 99.0. We're at the back door. Do you need any further? Report to the ER. Copy.
Alright, we have a 21-year-old male, laceration to the upper left forehead. We have an 18 gauge established in the left AC. GCS currently still at 6. Vital signs have not changed. Ready to report.
Can you tell us what happened?
Bystanders say that there was a fight in the middle of the club. Not too many people saw much. They said that there were weapons involved. They didn't say what kind of weapons were involved. Ready?
Wait, can you tell me what happened?
We got a lot of blood on the stretcher. We end up with
Start exposing the patient.
Do we have some laceration towards the forehead?
Chest movement?
Or we got a lot of blood coming out from somewhere else.
We're checking pulses. You want to log home so we can look at the back?
See any hyperresonant on the left side?
Yeah, we're going to follow the flow here.
Blood pressure 58/40.
Take it.
Alright, we had some jugular vein dissension and some brachial deviation, so let's give him a needle chest decompression right now. Second intercostal space.
Did we put a dressing on him? Yeah, we've got the dressing.
14 gauge needle.
Orange.
Where do you guys want to place this needle?
Second intercostal above the rib, mid-clavicular.
Right above the third rib. Left side.
So it's the IV still going down?
Okay, you get a gush of coming in, guys. It's going to be done by boats. Good report, Rob.
Hello, this is Bob. He's a 68-year-old male, insulin-dependent diabetic. His wife woke up this morning, found him altered. We got on scene. He's not alert. He usually gets up about 6 a.m. Wife couldn't get him up, and she said he was acting erratically, and no complaints last night. He ate a normal meal. He does have a history of hypertension, high cholesterol, and he's insulin-dependent diabetic, takes an aspirin a day, and that's about it.
Any allergies?
Penicillin.
Penicillin.
Very high.
Sir, can you tell me your name, please? Can you tell me your name?
Can you wiggle your toes, sir? Can you feel my hands?
Breathing.
You can feel. Okay, I'm feeling some. Okay, I'd like a CBC, CMP.
Sir, keep your eyes open. His pupils are at 4. What do you take? Insulin. Okay.
Do you have any allergies?
Something that we can do bedside.
Get a glucose.
Okay. Glucose coming out. Checking patient glucose. Okay, so what happened, please?
Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you still be mad?
So, okay, white blood cells are high. Okay, so he may be toxic. He may be subject.
Can you squeeze my hand?
Just
lay on down, sir. We're gonna take care of you. Can you hold my hand?
You want this high? This is 681.
Okay, so we gotta get him some insulin.
Yeah, okay. How much?
I'll need a scalpel.
Unconscious, so.
No consent. We're doing a chest tube on the left.
Okay.
By Dr. Rivera.
Okay, chest tube is in place.
O2 sats 96%. Heart rate 90. All right, doctor, there's blood in the tube. 18 over 77.
So if I have blood just spurting out of my neck, painting the ceiling right now, okay? Do we have time, 2 or 3 minutes to wait to address that bleeding? What's gonna happen 3 minutes from now if blood is squirting out of my neck?
You're gonna have no blood.
I don't have any blood left to squirt, absolutely. So we're gonna assess the ABCs, right? So airway, just a quick recap. Airway, make sure it's what? It's patent, clear, absolutely. So you have to open it to assess it, right? Okay, so you open the airway, head tilt, chin lift. If it is medical, those C-spine trauma. If there's suspected head neck trauma, we do a what?
Jaw thrust.
Jaw thrust, absolutely. So you open the airway, head tilt, chin lift, or a jaw thrust. At that point, what are we going to do? Make sure it's clear. If it's not clear, what do? Suction. We make it clear before we suction. If it's solid, so
It's fantastic. How are you?
Really good. For being thrown in and not doing our job, communication was really a big, like, one of the main reasons that we actually, patients got dead.
Yeah. Everyone knew their role and they stuck to it. If someone didn't know something,
We just help each other out. Yeah.
So the designations are a small component, but every position is very important. One does not outweigh the other.
So you guys did really good. Patients didn't die. That's the most important thing. Okay. But the first case had a hand fracture. He had a boxer's fracture. I don't know if you guys saw that on the X-ray. And then the second guy was also lethargic. So always keep your differential. I had an attending that would always ask me for my top 5. So in DKA, obviously it's DKA, but sometimes it could be from an infection. Could he be septic? Could he be hyperosmolar? Could he be having an MI? An MI can give you, can throw you into DKA. Or is he just plain old like non-compliant?
A lot of infection. So chest X-ray would have been normal on this patient. Always remembering your differentials and when don't get tunnel vision, especially when I practice in the ER, I think of killer, common, and zebra, right? What's the killer, what's the most common thing, and what's the weirdest thing that it could be? So make sure you look at those things. Other than that, you guys did a great job. Just remember communication and effectiveness working in the group.
You guys did good. I mean, this is the way it's going to be in real life. A lot of times it's disorganized, but you guys noticed the most important thing was communication and everybody having their role assigned.
When I first heard about First Response Training Group, my dad had come home from a long night at the hospital with my sister at Winnie Palmer where she was giving birth to her first child. He handed me a First Response Training Group business card. I'd never heard of the school. I was very enthusiastic about trying new schools because I've had bad experience at others where I was just a number. When I came into First Response, I actually went in the next day that my dad handed me the card. I was able to sit here and speak with Nicole Rosa about the program. I liked it so much, I signed up that day and I started EMT school a month later. I was struggling in the beginning of my EMT program, but I was able to bounce back due to the help of the instructors and Jay Marquez, because they're so personable, they were able to help me back. I was able to graduate EMT school and start paramedic.
One thing that really appealed to me about first response was that I was able, first of all, to meet with the instructors personally before even starting the program. I was also given a complete curriculum and what we're going to do, and was able to see the facility and see that they have an ambulance and an ER room that you can practice on. You can actually practice the skills that you learn in class and from your textbook and apply them directly there instead of going in the field, not really knowing what you're doing because you just read it from a textbook.
First response, very high-tech, cutting edge, dedicated folks that participate, very dedicated staff and faculty here.
The way First Response has this facility set up feels very, very real. You know, I feel like I'm in the ER with the monitors, and everything is very state-of-the-art.
In First Response, we not only recognize the importance of pre-hospital training, but we also make the student the center of the education. We know that in the field of emergency medicine, seconds are vital, and we want to make sure that our students are prepared well enough that when they walk into any situation, they will be ready and they will feel confident that they have the proper training instilled in them in their education to be able to react to whatever type of patient they are dealt with.